to suffer in order to humble you. No, God isn't allowing you to suffer in the first place. What created suffering is Adam's sin. When Adam and Eve sinned, they unleashed darkness, corruption, death, sickness, suffering, poverty. Everything that's wrong in this world was the result of one sin. God gave the earth to Adam and Eve, and by extension, he gave the earth to mankind. And so when he gave the earth to man and man gave it over to sin and darkness and the devil, God is going to respect that decision. This is a long topic that I teach in much more detail in class here at Charis. But no, he's not allowing you to suffer. You're allowing yourself to suffer. Many times it's much suffering is just the consequence of wrong decisions. And you've got to admit, I'm right. I mean, we make dumb decisions many times and we suffer the consequences. That's not God. And other times it may be somebody coming against us and we suffer. Somebody made a bad decision and they ran into our car and caused a crash. That wasn't my fault. It's their fault. But I'm going to suffer the financial consequences of that, perhaps. So suffering is part of the fallen world. God isn't allowing it to humble you. But what he does say, if you want to grow in humility, he says in 1 Peter 5:6, therefore humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God that he may exalt you in due time. Who does the humbling? We do. Humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God. Now I know he humbled Israel in the desert, but we're not Israel, we're not in the desert, we're not under that covenant. We're under a new covenant in which we are to humble ourselves under the mighty hand of God. We are to submit to God and check our own hearts, make sure we're not filled with pride, and he will lift us up. What does that look like? That's a good question to leave you with. I'll leave you with homework. What does being lifted up by God look like?